Uy, nice! Welcome. So as I was saying, this is our weekly chill Numan, where with each bucket, we ask the world, bakit? Or why? Hence the name, Bucket nga. We'll probably switch between English and Filipino, so in case you miss something, don't understand anything, just ask. No pressure. Wala namang expert dito. We're all just here to question stuff and have fun. So for tonight, I'm Ragredon, Kino. On my left, we have our other co-host, Ultraelectromagnetic or Jego. Above me, we have a classmate of mine, Jeram, who doesn't have a online name, so we're just gonna call him by his real name. And we have
As Jeram things.
just Germ Things, because see
Hindi na John
John,
things.
just Germ Things. And then we also have Angel. So yan yung mga list natin ng guests on the thing. So for tonight's topic is fast food. And as always, we ask, ano ba fast food? What is fast food to you guys? Sige, let's start with, of course, my favorite forever mate. Maging grouping ko forever. Angel, what is fast food?
Yeah. Actually, nag-prep ako slight, like my notes.
God.
I'm sorry. So, like, sinerch ko, ano ba yung definition nila? Kasi, like, nung una, parang inisip ko, is Carinderia fast food? Kasi, like,
Is
mabilis
Carinderia
naman
fast
siya.
food?
Mabilis naman siya. So, like, if you look at the term na fast and food, so parang mabilis mong makukuha yung food mo. So, is Carinderia considered fast food? So, apparently, by definition, it's not ish. Kasi like
Oh.
sabi sa definition ng Oxford, it's sabi niya, food, ang dictionary is fast food is food that can be prepared quickly and easily and is sold in restaurants and snack bars as a quick meal or to be taken out. So, kapag prepared quickly, so yung carinderia food, technically, it's prepared like long. Kasi like lutong bahay and everything. So baka hindi talaga siya fast food. Apparently, hindi pala siya fast food by definition.
Pero may karinderya ba sa Oxford? O, diba?
True.
So, sa yun. So, Oxford
Basta
definition
yun
tayo.
ang
That's true.
Germ, what is fast food?
Oh, for me, fast food is literally fast the food. Like, for me, yung gusto mo, makukuha mo siya agad kasi for us, med students and other people na busy sa life, parang yung fast food ay, yan, yung instant, ganun. Parang saglitan lang kasi yung time natin so precious to us. Yeah. For me, that's fast food.
Diego, fast food, go.
Uh,
Ay,
I had this definition before. You have to that I made myself na parang fast food siya, you get it fast and you have to eat it fast. By that I mean parang it's not something that you keep for a long time.
Parang hindi
So dapat
grocery.
yeah. No, so parang it's something that you finish you have to finish it when you buy it, no? Uh parang it's kasi 'di ba there's this I don't know where this came from, but I know that I know probably from experiences ng family members and maybe not, pero like we think na or we believe that but you shouldn't keep, 'di ba? You shouldn't keep fast food for too long, 'di ba? Like it shouldn't be in your ref. Like kung nasa ref siya, like kahit nasa ref siya, no. If you eat it like 2 days after, you're going to have a bad time. So you get it fast, you eat it fast. Get rid of it also as fast as possible.
So, two-parter naman ng fast food sa'yo. Okay. I'm more on like Germ. If I get, from my perspective, if the food I get is ready to eat, that's fast food. Kasi yung, let's say, yung kay AB, yung kay Angel na Oxford, sabi natin, oh sige, karinderya takes a few hours. Pero McDo, yung mga burgers na yan, na-prep naman yan over so many hours eh. Na-prep yan over a whole system. Hindi naman yan instantaneous mix and match. So parang it's weird to distinguish about that. And with Jago's definition kasi, it makes you ask. So pizza, something you get quick, something you'll eat, pero usually may leftover ka. So is pizza not fast food?
Well, yung definition ko ng ano, parang hindi, it doesn't necessarily mean na kung may leftovers, hindi siya fast food. But parang hindi it's not pero what I mean is that parang hindi siya ideal to keep, 'di ba? Parang it's not really safe to keep for a long time. Parang ganon.
I
Pero
think
yeah, I don't
for
know.
Jago siguro yung idea niya ng fast food is parang dapat kainin mo na siya agad kasi for me hindi na masarap pag inulit mo or from a long time na siya.
Yeah,
Ganun.
something like that. Na parang it's kapag if you keep it for longer, parang hindi na siya maganda.
So
No?
pizza, hindi fast food.
Like 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 pizza. Uh no, I think pizza's fast food.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
actually wait, depende. Because like pizza doesn't really take pizza's not actually really not very fast. Kasi yung preparation. Medyo complicated siya actually. I mean, I know I've made pizzas.
Yeah,
So
let's say
uh,
you're walking in the mall, you see Pizza Hut, meron silang ready to buy pan pizza. Binili mo yun. Oh, I got it fast. I can eat it. Ay, pero busog ako. Dinner na yan. Breakfast na yan.
I guess it depend. I guess well, depend. I guess nga depende nga. Kasi when you put it that way, I guess it's less about the preparation time and more about kung ano siya, kung kung how basically how long. It's not about 'di ba, how hard it is to prepare, but more like
Yung convenience
uh
on when you get how you get it.
convenience.
Ganun.
Oh,
But then that'll bring us back to the karinderya kasi convenient
Yeah,
kasi
'di ba?
oh.
nakaka-prepare na siya and ready to eat na siya,
So
'di
for
ba?
me, like fast food yung karinderya.
I'd say fast food ang karinderya.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh,
Can
yes.
we consider like dito sa Pilipinas yung ano to, yung service considered as fast? Like,
Service
di ba
time.
usually it would take 15 to 20 minutes ganyan. Like may mga waiting time.
Service time na thing, like 5 to 10 minutes yun yung fast and then kapag 30 minutes na like ano na yun. Ganun ba yung
Yeah.
inaano
Well,
ni
Pwede.
I think yun yung sinasabi ni
uh,
Germ, right?
I think
Pwede.
ako siguro like 10 to 15 minutes is not that fast anymore. Kasi like, like when you say 30 minutes, parang kapag 30 minutes, parang
Meal
galit
yun.
kahit
Meal.
sa
Fine
hindi
dining.
hindi kahit sa fine dining magagalit na magagalit ka na sa sa service nila ka. Parang ang
True.
tagal ng 30 minutes.
Gutom ka na no.
Mm.
On the,
So pag preparation time,
I think
buffet is
ikaw.
fast food.
Actually, tama. Is buffet fast food?
Diba? Kasi like it's there. So you're just gonna get
Why?
anything.
Pwede.
So
I think yes.
does that mean kapag ano? Iba, siguro iba. Like kasi I'm sure for some people fast food is when they think of fast food they think of uh,
Makdo.
mga drive-through,
Drive-thru.
'di ba? Or take-out places like McDonald's, 'di ba? What why is it that yan ang image ng fast food but not things like carinderias or buffets
Yeah.
na eh
Same siya.
pagpasok mo pwede ka na kumain, 'di ba?
Or like,
What makes is it because the
branded.
food is I don't know. So I feel like that brings us back to the issue of preparation time because buffets and calendarias, for example, you need to really cook the food, whereas yeah, you talked about parang yeah the food in say McDonald's or Jollibee, they undergo through a long process, pero lahat naman ng restaurants have parang go
Prep.
through that food processing thing. It's that the preparation parang in-house preparation, I think, is what's important. Na parang you have the patties, just slap it on the grill and but then you can serve it na kaagad. I guess that's what they mean.
Oh, so, ang rebuttal ko dyan, yesterday, mayroon kaming face-to-face na class. Tapos, natapos kami mga 12:30. 1 o'clock, may thing. So sabi ko, ayoko nang umuwi sa condo tapos magluto. So, I'll just get fast food. Something quick, makakain ko, tapos tapos na. I went to Starbucks. Malapit. They make my drink, they heat up some food, I got my stuff. Is Starbucks fast food?
I think so.
Oh.
I think Starbucks is fast food.
So on level lang ang McDo at Starbucks at Jollibee.
I guess.
I
'Cause
think so.
I think so. I mean, I think Starbucks is. Yeah, I think they're on a similar level in
Yeah.
that sense.
Actually, McCafe.
And like,
McCafe, Starbucks.
mm,
Fast food
McCafe is
sila.
like, yun nga, kasi McCafe, di ba, McCafe, parang attempt din siya to capitalize on that, ano, di ba,
Yeah.
on that market, people of, di ba, people who want, di ba, uh, fast, di ba, cafe experience, di ba? That's what I describe Starbucks as, di ba?
It is fast
Like
food.
the food, yeah, it's fast,
I think
mabilis
it's
yung
fast.
ano, mabilis yung service nila, di
Fast
ba?
food.
Sometimes
Turo-turo.
the line is long,
Sorry, not
but di ba?
turo-turo. Street food. Is street food fast food?
I think it's fast food
I think
for
so,
me.
yeah. Kasi
So,
di ba, usually they just fry, it's just fried,
Bili kang
di ba, for
isaw.
like a few seconds, then they give it to you, yeah.
Fast food. So, diba?
just
Yeah,
grilled.
I think it's fast food.
Grilled, fried or grilled, yeah.
Yeah.
Parang pasok naman siya sa definition natin ng fast and food. So fast
Ako,
food.
well, yeah, I'm still iffy. I'm still iffy di ba? On whether I have or we have a definite, di
Exact
ba, idea
definition.
of
Yeah.
Fast
fast
food.
food. Exact or exact definition. Mahirap eh.
Yeah.
I think
Kasi
there
some
7-Eleven.
people
Oh, go Angel.
This is when people then associate fast food to like junk food. So like parang when you say salad, yung parang fast food joints, they serve some like Wendy's, they serve salads. Tapos parang salad in a sense, it's not technically fast food if you pero dapat fast food siya kasi like sobrang bilis niyang i-prepare. Pero like it's not
true.
served. Is it because yung preservation ng thing kaya parang it's not, I don't know. Nawala na yung question ko in my head. Pero like, no.
O, diba? Salad. Is there fast food na salad?
Who or do people order salad in Wendy's?
Yeah, when
Oh my God. Health
Diba?
risk
Like,
yun.
meron
Parang
silang
bacon eh.
salad
Lang in-order ko dyan
guys.
eh.
Tapos parang ang random. Parang merong stigma sa fast foods na like, it's not
It's
gulay
unhealthy.
much.
yeah.
Ganon.
Uh-uh.
Diba?
Pero you have, let's say,
Parang
salad to go
ano,
and salad stop. Fast food sila. Pero, salad.
I think that's fast food.
Yeah. I think it has to do with the fact that fast food is not really a technical definition. It's more of slang, di ba?
But that's why we're
It's
here. That's what we're
di ba?
discussing.
So that's why, yeah, it has a lot of baggage. That's why it's interesting to talk about.
So may stigma kasi ang fast
But
food.
like yeah. But then like that's why I don't think I can stick to any one definition because like we can redefine it. Like we can redefine it here, di ba? Pero will people will a lot of people really agree with that or di ba?
Or you
Will
don't
stick to
know.
the idea na fast food, di ba? Yung
May magsusulat ng paper.
fast food is just yung
According
parang
to
McDo.
Sevilla et al.
Gawa ka ng research paper.
Oo. Fast food, according to this podcast, is blah 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 blah. Oh. So start.
Sige.
Or
Start.
how
Mo
would
yan
you
sa
Publish
define,
natin yun.
how
Publish
would you
na.
make a definition, universal definition of fast food in the first place? And it's culturally like different din yung mga
Ooh, cultural aspect to fast food. Tama, tama.
diba?
May idea ba tayo kung saan ang origin ng fast food?
Alin?
Ah,
Si AB
apparently,
nag-prepare.
sabi.
Yes, yes, Angel.
Nag-watch ko ng videos and stuff. So, parang sabi nila, like, mga 1950s-ish.
Okay.
Like, sa US or America, na nag-originate yung fast food because nagkaroon ng shift yata sa work. So, like, 9 to 5, ganyan. So, and the emergence of cars then. So, people actually want na quick lang sila pupunta in their car, tapos pupunta sila sa restaurants and they can take yung food na and then alis na sila. Parang ganun. Like, yung fast foods. Tapos yung first yata is I think White Castle, pero not sure.
So, from based sa history ng fast food, I think um, yung context nun ay like to go food. Parang you can just
Yeah.
pass by and grab food and then go out.
Yeah, but
You
if
just
Tama
get
ba?
it
That's
and
good.
go.
Yeah.
But if that's an American perspective, what if you
Yeah.
have, let's
Yeah.
say, uh, I mean, since time immemorial, tanga na, yun nga, if we're saying street food is fast food, bakit yung
Then yeah.
Spanish times na street vendors are not considered fast food? Bakit yung, ay, bili kong sandwich kay Manang over there, hindi yun naging
Yeah.
fast food, di ba?
I think fast food, pero like yung concept and marketing thing that went with it.
Oh, so marketing
Siguro. Kaya
aspect
like,
siya.
yung cost. I think I'm not sure, pero like I
Oh,
believe.
diba? I believe, ganun. It's just a
I
concept.
believe.
Yeah. I think yeah, it's less of a yeah, it's more of a parang nga yun nga, it's
Ay,
slang,
before
it's slang,
naman.
it's marketing, 'di ba? Para 'di ba to sell to it's a way to sell food, 'di ba? As something that you can get,
On the
that
go.
you can get easily. Uh,
Diba?
and parang I guess yun nga by extension I guess that it started it yun nga we also look at different kinds of foods that 'di ba as fast food. 'Di ba? Kahit hindi siya nanggaling sa American context, no, in that sense. Kasi 'di ba? The concept of food to go, 'di ba? Hindi naman yan nagsimula sa Amerika,
Yeah,
'di
Yeah.
ba?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
the
been 'di ba, all over the
concept
world
of
that's been a
ano
thing,
lang.
'di ba? That's been a thing all
Yung
over the world for a long time,
sa
'di ba?
British, yung parang, let's say, yung empanada natin, that's their lunch to go. They'll pack it in the morning, put it in their pocket, tas lunchtime, labas mo, kagatin mo. You could
Fish and
pass
chips,
by
yeah.
fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all
Street
fast
food.
food.
Yeah.
That's not 1950s.
Yeah.
That's culture. See?
True.
Mhm.
No to the Western views. Embrace the origins of fast food.
Baka pwedeng literal like mabilis yung pagkain in the sense, 'di ba?
I know where that
Naka-food
is.
truck. Naka-food. So mabilis siya. It
Yung
moves.
pusa tumakbo, wala kang siopaw.
Mhm.
Food.
Meron bang mga food trucks dito? Like, marami lang food trucks. Hindi ko kasi alam yung mga places. Dito sa Manila, meron ba?
Manila walang
Yeah, sa
parking eh.
sa Diliman,
Diliman,
sa
yes.
Diliman there were a lot before.
May parking
Before.
kasi.
Try
Para
as a UPM.
like yeah,
Yeah.
sa Diliman area marami. Like UP Diliman sa UP sa campus tapos sa
AS parking.
Buginhawa and other places may mga
AS
food truck.
parking.
Yeah.
Every day parang nag-food trucks kami eh.
Sa UPLB, may isa. Pero isa lang yung food truck
Pero
place
food truck,
before I graduated.
the way food trucks act, sometimes matagal rin sila eh. They're 15-20 minutes. It's not fast because
Yeah.
they're cooking everything.
Yeah.
And yet,
That's true.
fast food.
Yeah, kaya that's why I brought it
Is
up.
that
Kasi like,
food?
is that fast food? They're fast food because they can move fast. Kasi
They can go
they're on
anywhere.
wheels. Hindi to go yung food, to go yung restaurant.
Food to go, literally. Feeding mission pala. Yun yung tawag, feeding mission. Tapos nag-drive lang sila. Pero yeah, food trucks actually. Or yung mga pop-ups. Hindi naman sila technically fast food. But, mabilis sila mag-set up.
Duterte's Kitchen.
Mother...
yung soup kitchen nila.
May food protection program daw Maynila. Nakatanggap
Ano
pa kayo.
ito? Ano ito? Hindi ko alam to.
May mga food boxes daw galing sa City of Manila. May nag-tweet sa
Baka nasa
sa
province.
klase.
Currently? Ay, baka nasa province ako. Nun ba yun?
No, as in, nung Thursday,
Current.
may nag-tweet
Ano?
sa one of the condos in our area, I won't say which one, may nag-tweet na, may bigay ang Maynila. So, parang, bakit ako wala?
Bakit wala sa condo?
Dapat dahil
Tweet
wala.
mo si tweet
Dapat
tweet mo
ba
si
parang
tweet mo si
registered
Moreso.
resident ka ng
Isko.
Manila? Baka yun.
Hindi. Block batchmate natin eh. Isko,
Baka
why aren't
naman,
you feeding?
Yorme.
Yorme, sanang pagkain ko.
Why aren't you feeding the healthcare workers in... Yun. Oh, so since we talked about campus, ano yung mga fast food options in your campuses? since we all came from different campuses. What a segue.
Different campuses of UP.
Let's start with Maynila, because you're probably the saddest one. Let's be
Dami
real.
ko pagkain sa Manila.
As a forever Manila,
Let's be
UPM Manila.
real.
Hmm. Well, I remember like first year college-ish, merong canteen, mga food stalls, and stuff like may Rodix and mga maliliit na tiny food stalls dun sa Gab Hall, sa likod ng Gab Hall. Pero nawala na kasi nagkaroon ng construction. So parang temp ko lang yun na-experience, like 1 to 2 sems. Tapos, honestly, Rob lang talaga. As in, since malapit yung Rob, so Rob ka na lang.
UP Manila Extension.
UP Manila
True,
Canteen,
true.
Robinson's Manila.
Ano yung canteen mo, Rob Manila po?
Saan yung canteen
Pero
mo? Yung
yun.
food court
Pero
sa third
I
floor.
think sa class, meron na silang meron ng canteen mismo na like may new building. Pero hindi pa kasi ako naka-visit currently. Pero yun. Usually mga ganun lang. Tapos mga food stuff ng mga orgs kapag may events. Yun usually yung mga ganaps lang
So
na food.
food,
Pero
fast food nyo is org-based or branded
yeah.
talaga,
Or
like
meron
mall.
namang, yeah. Tapos ngayon meron na yatang canteen. Like one building na canteen na like may mga food stalls. Pero hindi ko pa na-visit so I can't say anything. Pero ngayon I think meron na.
Oh.
Bisitahin ko kapag pwede na sila. Wala pa ngayon eh. Online yata yung mga college. Tayo lang face-to-face as med.
What's wrong with no, Los Baños, ano food nyo?
Oh, sa amin fast food. Paglabas mo ng gate, UP
Junction.
Los Baños gate. Yeah. And no, as in, right after the gate sa kanan, ay merong McDonald's. Tapos, on the other side, meron ding KFC. Tapos may bagong tayo lang bago kami graduate. Merong Jollibee doon. Parang yung Jollibee doon may 3 branches na malapit. So,
Lakas.
yun yung mostly yung mga fast food. Pero kung isasama natin yung question ni ni Angel kanina kung considered ba yung karinderya as fast food, super daming karinderya sa Los Baños, like
Ano
sa
yun?
UPL.
Kada college or in communities?
Kasi yung sa college mismo, may mga karinderya pero walang fast food dun sa loob. Pero paglabas mo as in first step outside, you're beside McDonald's. Ganon. As in beside the gate talaga siya.
I mean, as a Diliman, kada college may sariling canteen. Tapos bukod ng canteen, kada college, labas ka lang konti. Food truck, food booths, pakain events, na ikot ka lang.
Yeah. Ang pagkain sa dilim.
Tapos,
Daming options, basically. Diba?
labas ka lang konti,
Well, actually,
area 2.
Some of our options burned down, no? Literally.
Sadly.
Kasi nga, nagkaroon ng Kasaa fire. Eh, yan ang cafeteria ng college namin. And then,
Area 2
you
fire.
have
sorry.
the shopping center fire.
Shopping center.
No? Dami.
Nasunog lang.
Pero well, most of those things moved, no? Pero except Kasaa, mostly patay dead na ang
No,
Kasaa.
Kasaa
Which is sad
moved.
because yung
Kasaa
temporary
moved.
Kasaa, it's
What's Kasaa?
temporary Kasaa.
Kasi is yung
For how many
canteen
years
ng
has that
college
been temporary?
namin.
Sorry, that I don't know. That's a shadow of its former self.
It
No, pero-
had crispy liempo smothered in gravy, which is heart attack in a plastic lalagyan. Okay. Ang sarap ng coma
Don't forget
after.
sa Chinatown yung walang Chinatown sa Diliman. It's the name of one of the stalls sa Kasaa.
Ooh.
Yung Chinatown.
Oh god.
They'd have this like
Chinatown was so good.
fried rice. They'd have this fried rice dish that I'd always order. This is before the fire, of course, no, when they could still make fried rice.
Adobo
Bakit? I
flakes.
ordered it because they'd make the fried rice in front of you, which means you know that it's cooked, diba? Right? You know, it's cooked right in front of you. Kasi yung iba, you don't know how long it's been sitting there. You know, so I don't know.
Actually, speaking of which, I mean, Jerm, you'll have to comment. Pero sa Manila, when I moved there, my biggest problem was super konti lang ang hot foods. It's all naka-display lang and then they'll serve it. Like, nung first year tayo, it's kuha kang barbecue or kuha kang lunch. Diliman kasi, you come in, they cook it in front of you, they reheat it or at least microwave it. So your food's hot when it gets to you. And to
Yeah.
some level, at least alam mo there's some safety in it.
Oo. Like, sometimes I don't really trust yung mga stalls na, di ba, they don't cook the
Reheat
food
it,
first.
yeah.
They parang, like, so like, how long has this been here? Oh, leftover pa ito from yesterday.
So I
Hindi
think
pa tayo tapos sa Diliman. Di ba? May area 2
two.
pa.
Tapos may
Uy,
UP,
nakakain ako sa area.
tapos may UP
Kung may
Town
area
Center
2, meron
pa.
ba mga area 1, ganun?
Yeah, area 1
May
to area
Techno Hub.
6. Techno Hub,
Oh,
UP Town
meron
Center,
talaga.
Katipunan, Eastwood,
Ginhawa.
Tomas Morato,
Ang layo naman ng
Maginhawa.
Eastwood. Hindi na kasama ang
Or-
Eastwood. Ang layo ng Eastwood.
That's special outing. Special outing ang Eastwood. Tomas Morato, Centris.
Baka makaabot ka na SM North dyan, ha?
Malayo din ang Tomas. I don't consider Tomas Marathon is ang layo na yan. You need a car for that. Well, not
Fine.
really, pero I
North
bike
EDSA.
there and it's far.
North
That's
EDSA
far.
man lang.
Hanggang-
Tapos you'd go, take one
Dulo
jeep
na ng
to
jeep.
North EDSA and eat there.
1 jeep pero ang haba ng biyahe.
Ang haba ng biyahe dulo.
Pero yeah,
No, I don't consider North EDSA part of the Diliman
to
area.
Dilipang Spectrum.
I think hanggang Techno Hub. Hanggang Techno Hub, Maginhawa at Katipunan lang ako. Okay, sige. Bigyan natin. Katipunan Extension.
Katipunan
Pero malayo na yan.
Extension.
Honest.
Kasi I mean, you have to go to Banapol and you have to go to
True.
Route 196. I miss you. But
Rest
yeah,
in peace.
all roads.
Sana
lead to
sana
that.
sana bumalik sila in the future.
But yes,
Pag hindi na
obviously
when our economy is not in the shitter, no.
biased, but obviously kami, maraming food options back then. I mean, lalo na when Jego was teaching.
Too much. And
Too
pero that's not necessarily that's not 100% a good thing because like when you live in a dorm with no kitchen, 'di ba? You basically don't have much choice but to eat fast food. Especially if you're on a budget, 'di ba? So like first year, ayan, 'di ba first year so wow, UP, 'di ba? Look at all this, ang daming food, daming pagkain. No, so first year I gained a lot of weight. Like I think I was after freshman year I was obese.
Ilan? Like ilang
Like, ganun
kilos?
agad.
Are you ano?
I don't know. I only started like measuring my weight recently, so I don't know.
You got really big and
Okay.
so yun, Angel,
Diba?
we were roommates for a
I was-
we were roommates for a month. Yeah, malakas kumain in that 1 month. Lalo na
Like,
the
compare my
stress
photos.
eating.
Dorm ba kayo? Nun?
Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
dorm.
Okay.
Ako
One
dorm.
month.
I was nag-dorm ako for
1 year.
for actually my whole undergrad life. Pero roommates kami for 1 month at a certain dorm.
I would say only your first year was dorm. The latter ones were at least your own place na and medyo malaki. Where we lived nung
But
first year,
it was a dorm.
where we lived nung first year, tatlong beds
Yeah.
to the one room. Mas
Yeah.
masikip. It was small.
Full dorm ba siya?
Yeah,
Like,
actually, yun nga.
full dorm talaga.
No,
UP
Katipunan.
Oh.
Katipunan. Sa Katipunan
Ah.
kami.
Yeah, Katipunan.
Food options are much spoiled kami, sorry.
Yeah, but there's so much food there. And like it's really accessible.
But I can comment
Walking distance or jeep.
when you
diba?
get to Manila, it's like my own, instead of my 80 pesos, busog ka na tanga na ilang ulam yan, tapos may libre pang soup, tas kilala mo na si ate, at saka masarap siya. It's like, oh, hello Robinsons. Take all my money.
That's a rub.
Yeah.
More
More.
I honestly don't know how I survived. Like,
Wala. Yeah. When I was trying to save money, like area 2, lifesaver. Diba?
Area 2.
Tapos and when I was trying to lose weight, area 2 lifesaver kasi may mga stalls diyan na vegetarian o vegan, diba?
See? Social choices
So-
namin, tanga na vegan na nga. Mura pa.
well,
Oh,
Oo, like may mga stall sa area too na ano, na vegetarian. So, oh wow, 'di ba? Tas masarap. Oh,
Yeah, there was
'di
a
ba?
time you could buy a salad for 70 pesos. And I would be like halfway busog na. I'd be like, that's a good meal. For like
Grabe.
70 pesos on a
Oo.
salad in area 2.
Yeah.
Ok na
Actually,
yun.
like, compared, 'di ba nag-quarantine, so I went home. And then I got back, tapos parang nagulat ako sa prices kasi hindi na ako sanay. Bakit ang mahal ng mga, ang mahal ng mga food stock
Welcome back to
here.
Manila.
Lord. Ayun, kailangan mong matutong magluto.
Actually, baliktad yung situation ko kasi during the pandemic, I was spending more money on food. Before the pandemic, I was spending more money on food because I lived by myself. So wala pa akong kitchen sa ano sa place ko. After the pandemic, balik sa bahay. So I'm here with my family. So no, I'm not spending money on food anymore. Tapos mas healthy pa. So
Yeah.
ganun.
Oh, when I'm at the condo, I cook healthier compared to here.
Mm.
Kasi ako, I steam stuff. Mas sanay ako.
Kinakain ako ni Kino ng gulay.
I just wanted to, yeah, I
Ano
remember that.
gulay?
Germ does not eat
Yes, gulay sa
vegetables.
pasta.
Oh, nice,
You
nice,
liked it,
nice.
diba?
Pero nakain ko yung pasta niya.
Yeah. He does not like gulay, but he ate mine. So sucky.
Ah,
Good. So I think we sort of have an idea na what is fast food and what was fast food in our lives, especially the great 4 years of our lives. Kasi walang IMED dito. But then it makes us think how important is fast food in our lives? What are your memories of fast food? Lalo na in undergrad. Like, okay, example.
Memories of us.
Example.
Like how
memories.
I got
Like how many
like how I
times
got
after an inuman, you'll end up in McDo to sober up. Tapos mag-chicken fillet ka with rice for 50 pesos. Diba? It's so ingrained into those memories. You know what that smells like. You know what that sounds like. You know, yung kukuha kayo ng tubig na parang lima-lima. It shows how integrated it is into our experience. So what were your favorite experiences with fast food? Especially in those kinds of memories.
there
Jerm,
was
ikaw, McDo, ilan beses?
Sa akin, yung McDo talaga yung maraming experiences dyan kasi yung McDo ay 24 hours so extension na rin siya ng library. So paglabas mo ng campus, library na siya. At the same time, doon na yung dinner. Tapos yung meets there. Tapos may malaking table doon. Or minsan sa buong second floor, meets mo nandun. Tapos nag-aaral na kayo. Parang extension talaga siya ng library. Tapos lilipat kayo to uminom para mag-inom and then babalik kayo doon to sober up. Bibilihin nyo lang BFF rice tapos magstay kayo doon for 3 to 4 hours ulit hanggang mag-umaga. Tapos ayan, those were the times.
Those were the days. Tapos alam mo
Great
yung,
years.
yung mga kwento na may bagong nag-break up, so doon kayo kakain, or umiiyak post-inom. Tapos parang, oh, huwag kang umiyak, sa McDo tayo, tangina mo. God.
wala. Makes me wonder, bakit wala akong naisip?
Wala kang undergrad fast food memories. Yung stressed ka na sa thesis, kaya tangina, parang McDo ka na lang, or
Wala, as
Bakdo
in,
yung dugo mo.
ko lang talaga, iced coffee plain. Daan ka pag uwi, iced coffee plain, thanks. Ganun. 50 pesos. Or 45 kapag walang, vanilla. Uy, ano?
sabi mo kasi sabi
kahit
mo kasi
hindi
undergrad
undergrad,
Ako, I'm not sure if I want to share. Kasi hindi undergrad yung sa akin.
nagulat,
Pwede ba
kahit
hindi undergrad?
Graduate and work na ito eh.
Centris kayo,
Well,
diba?
kasi there was a time, sige, share ko lang. Pero there was a time when, kasi now I don't really drink anymore. But there was a time, I guess that was, when was that? Last year, 2 years ago. Yeah. No, it wasn't last year because last year we were in quarantine. So it was 2 years ago. My God. No, that was when that's actually the year I quit drinking. I said I'd quit drinking. No, pero uh, around 2 years ago, I'd go out a lot. I go drinking a lot with friends or with colleagues kapag weekend. No? So colleagues yung mga ibang co-faculty ko. So we go out, we get drunk, di ba? Uh, so McDonald's. So yeah, it's usually usually those things it ends in a McDonald's. No, why McDonald's? I don't know. Di ba? Why not other places? Well, we don't. Di ba? I guess it's just special. Di ba? It's a universal thing. Kasi di ba, like I know in the UK, di ba? They call it Mackey's. Di ba? That's also their
Yeah.
go-to place after they after after they parang to sober up, di ba? Or to attempt to attempt that. So, uh, so yeah, I've ended up in a McDonald's drunk or helping drunk people, no, helping them, 'di ba, helping them vomit or minsan ako yung sumusuka. Like
Nakasuka na kayo sa McDonald's?
Yes.
Na-experience niyo na yun? Nabusog sa McDonald's?
ano, yeah,
Yeah, I would say yes, I think.
I've helped people. I've helped people and I have done it myself. No one's helped me. I can do it myself. But
I
the
think I
worst
have.
the worst for me was I couldn't, parang I ordered food to be sober, pero like I could feel something, so like I had to go to the CR, pero parang out of order ata yung toilet. So I had to vomit sa sink.
You're one of those.
At least I don't do it in the urinal, di ba? That's worse.
That is another, yeah. Fuck those people. Urinal vomiting.
Sa sink, at least you can wash it. It's easier to wash out. Oh, it's still disgusting. But like
Still
that, I guess
very
that's why, why do you think I quit? No.
Oh, sige, para wholesome
Ikaw.
memory. I think Jego will relate to this more. In where we sort of grew up, kasi it's really notable the McDonald's in our area. We'd call it Mount McDonald's because it's on a hill and it has the tall, big golden arches. You see it from far away. You go, it's Mount McDo. And then
Mount McDo.
growing up, that's where like after school, my dad would bring me and we get fries on Sunday, or we'd sit there and I'd make kwento about my day. So ganun ka integrated yung fast food experience. Na even growing up, I have those memories of after school, my dad picks me up. Oh, we can go to McDo and share stories. And then you grow up to college, you go to McDo, you share stories. You get to college, you get to med school, you go to McDo, you share stories. Because, admit it, pag tayo post-duty dati, kwento, kumusta ano nangyari sa inyo? Doon tayo, diba? Kuha tayong Sunday. It's ang galing ng pag-integrate nila to the concept of our culture. Birthday party, McDo. Celebration, McDo. Love ko to, McDo. So,
Yeah,
yun.
I agree with that. Dami kong, like, for me, well, since I don't live, syempre, I'm familiar with Mount Mokdo kasi taga South ako. But I think I have more memories doon sa Macdo Katipunan. The one at the very end of Katipunan.
McDo ka din.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
malapit. It's near all the drinking places, 'di ba? Malaki siya, syempre, 'di ba? So sometimes we'd study there, 'di ba? Sometimes try to sober up there. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of times like after isang inuman or after have dinner or something, 'di ba? We'd go there for ice cream, 'di ba? Or things like that.
Yeah. McDo ka din? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So that magdukatip. Minsan wait, tama ba? Minsan meeting place siya for like going, iba, going out, no? For I'm thinking kung if I had to go there before meet in Makdukatip before a climb, pero I don't think so. Pero
That's McDo
it's
Commonwealth.
it's
Jollibee Commonwealth. Eat up place ng lahat ng...
Jollibee Commonwealth, daming, yeah, that's like that, yan ang yeah, since we're talking about Macdo, di ba, pwede tayo mag-shift into Jollibee. Jollibee Commonwealth, there are always climbers, hikers there sa madaling araw.
Yan ang
I
meet
think
up
isang
place.
factor doon na yung 24 hours yung mostly ng mga fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaya we, we can stay there, unlimited hours, unlimited chikahan, ganun. Ayun. So, for us, ako dito sa UP Manila, dami ko ding memories dun sa McDo sa Pedro Hill. Kasi mostly, kapag post-training, yan, pag, I miss them, the volleyball team. Kapag, after mag-volleyball, mostly kasi gusto mo, kakain ka na lang, ayun, kaya you want the fast and the food. So, fast food ang takbo. Ayun, tapos yung open na lang, McDo, ayun. So, kain ka doon, tapos magstay kayo hanggang super late night, and tapos usap-usap lang with teammates. Ganun. So, isang factor din siguro yung 24 hours sila. Kasi we have a limited time there.
Safe ka, like more or less sa
That's true.
loob
Yeah.
mo.
And I think reflection din siya of yung like I think reflection siya of poor urban planning. The fact na fast food restaurants, 'di ba, are the place where people get together to talk, 'di ba, to discuss things, to study, 'di ba, to make chika. Like sobrang kasi like where like in other countries do
Else
people do
ba
that?
though?
Kaya where else, 'di ba? Maybe where if we had parks, if we had libraries, 'di ba? And by park I don't just mean na parang green grass, 'di ba? Kasi 'di ba parks can mean 'di ba? Parks can usually 'di ba? May mga installations and other 'di ba places there for people to 'di ba? For people to what? To
Leisure.
get
Together.
together, yeah, for leisure and things like that. Wala namang spaces na gano'n. Kasi like,
Pagdasal po
yeah, and
natin.
it's kasi nga 'di ba, there aren't many parang wholesome places like that in the metro, 'di ba? In urban areas. No, not just in Metro Manila, but in urban areas in general in the Philippines, 'di ba? There aren't many public spaces where people can just get together and study or make chika or just chill, 'di ba? Just hang out, 'di ba? So, fast food places are very convenient for that. No, kasi nga, and and they've adjusted because fast food places are getting, 'di ba? They've gotten bigger, 'di ba? The way that they're designed, 'di ba? Yung interior design nila, it's more uh homey. Is that the right word? 'Di ba?
Yung
The
chairs,
way
mga ganun.
the chairs, the tables, 'di ba? Uh and something yung mas social na mga fast food, 'di ba? Parang may second floor pa sila and all of that, 'di ba? And and then you have the plus na, 'di ba? So, sobrang init sa mga cities. So, aircon siya.
Aircon.
That so parang it fast food restaurants parang play that have that
That
they have
niche.
they've taken that role, or that they feel that they feel that need for a space for people to get together to gather, no, that is lacking sa city planning natin basically.
I
Or
mean,
like if there's city planning and there's parks. Kasi I think another thing why fast foods yung parang go-to place mga people to talk is yung food mismo. Kasi like if meron kang accessible food and then a place to hang out with your friends, ganyan. Di ba parang sa culture natin as Filipinos, we actually like to kwento while eating.
Yeah.
so,
not
so parang
anymore!
yung choice natin. Or,
Pandemic said what?
Yeah. So it feels a niche in our in our society. Parang dami like it fits in our culture, and also because we lack other relevant spaces to do those things.
Yeah. Totoo.
sobrang dream ko magkaroon ng like library na tambayan pero wala talaga.
Yeah.
Main Live
Well,
There should
Diliman!
be more, di ba?
Oh my god, I remember Main Live Diliman. They're
There should be
so
more
the
places like
best.
that. Di ba? Na you have accessible, you have like like you have cafes, di ba? Kasi when you say cafe, di ba, in this country, di ba, parang hindi parang social na yan, di ba?
yeah.
Di ba? Pero di ba? But people want that, di ba? that parang cafe-like environment na you can chill and and eat and drink, 'di ba?
Yeah. I was being quite early when I bought food because I needed to eat fast. Like in this pandemic, the problem with fast food is you can't sit around anymore in places, and that's what those green areas are
Mm.
for. So like ako, since I had to go back to UP Manila for the event, sabi ko, where can I sit down to eat? Never ko naisip before, pero si Lady Med, there's some benches there. Doon ako nag-lunch. So in my head, that became my little park. I even tweeted a picture of it. I was just sitting there with my drink, mag-isa ako, because nobody was around. It's open air, so I could take off my mask. But other people, they would eat inside the building pa, which you could argue is a closed space na at risk ka pa. And that's why even like when you talk about open spaces, Diliman acts as one of the last green areas in the metro. That's why people go jogging there. That's why ang dami nagpa-practice ng sabayang pagbigkas at saka dance, whatever, whenever you used to go around. It's because, in a way, even if fast food covers the needs of things like that, wala siyang practice space for the activities.
Mm.
So then Diliman becomes that place, which is still not answered by the current setup.
Kasi konti lang yung spaces na ganun eh. Diliman's like one of the last bastions or whatever of, diba, of
Na,
open
yung,
space.
yung
Of green,
accessible siya sa public.
diba?
Yeah.
Like QC Circle, I've been to QC Circle. It doesn't compare. That should be that they should like they should make that that should be a place that they should be, 'di ba, developing to make into a greener space, but parang they're doing the opposite.
I
Tapos
mean,
yung Arboretum, 'di ba?
the
They're gonna make a
Arboretum.
new gagawa sila ng bagong PGH.
Tatanggalin nila yung spaces.
I think Angel would know better. Pero from my time in UP Manila, there's no space to practice. Kahit like, I'm sure Jerm knows this, when you'd have, let's say, if you had to do a production number na may sing and dance and acting kayo, theater plays, wala naman practice space ang
Dun
UP
sa
Manila eh. Parking
ang
lot.
practice lang is dun sa
Parking lot.
PhilHealth,
Parking lot. Yeah, parking lot.
Yun
right?
lang.
Yeah.
Wala
Walang
yung
space
bus,
even for the students.
Well,
wala yung
technically,
bus sa
pwede ka sa Luneta, pero
Luneta.
like, you know, marami ako nakikita nagpa-practice doon and then may Tai Chi session sila every
Oh, Luneta.
morning and stuff.
Bakit never tayo nagluneta? 2022,
Oh,
mag-luneta
ang
practice.
lapit na, guys.
Guys,
Meron like sa afternoon, meron pang Arnis, parang session sila there, pa-Arnis session, ganun.
Yeah, I think Lunetas offers a similar problem with Diliman na because they're kahit malaking green space sila because they're
Daming
basically the
tao
only green space in their area. Ang daming tao palagi.
doon. Lalo na paggabi, sobrang daming tao.
Okay, Luneta, I honestly feel like mananakawan ka at some point.
Grabe naman.
Let's admit it. Manila, sasaksakin ka at some point.
Well,
Oh,
I've been to Luneta by myself several times. Di naman.
I've done it for Pokemon
Like,
Go.
Hindi
It's
naman.
fine.
Hindi naman.
It's an irrational
Meron-
fear, but it's a fear.
May mga naman.
It
Meron
depends
silang
on the
mga
time.
secret passageways, ganyan. Tapos meron siyang Chinese park, mga kung ano man.
Sneak it.
Na hindi ko alam. Na-discover ko lang siya like parang after 5 years na nakatira ako dito. Ganun ka ako, hindi pumupunta sa Luneta kahit na malapit siya. I don't know why though.
See? So that's the same thing. Bakit ka hindi pupunta? Diba?
I just like to stay in my condo. I think personality-wise na yun.
I think part of that is because of Manila itself. Na it's not a nice city to go around. Diba? You want to go
It's
to Luneta.
Manila.
Lunetas na, magandang
Ate,
Luneta. The space between your condo and Luneta, that's not a pleasant journey, di ba? So kailangan ka magdusa,
true.
Paradise.
di ba? But if whereas if we had, di ba, if our city were better designed, di ba? With bike infrastructure, bigger sidewalks, di ba? Better parking laws, di ba? It'll be easier to walk there or to bike there, no? Or to take the train, the LRT, di ba?
LRT
Pero
is
hindi
good
eh.
though.
Unfortunately, we live in the Philippines, so
Sad.
Unfortunately.
we don't have that.
Pag-asa pa yan,
We're not
guys.
Japan, unfortunately. We don't have Japan's level ng infrastructure, so
In Japan, fast food, diba? To them, ramen is fast food because you could come in, eat it, and go.
mm,
Hong Kong, you'd have huge meals.
yeah,
That's what,
that's true.
like going back to the cultural aspect of it. To us, ramen isn't fast food.
Um, o nga, no? We don't really consider ramen
Yeah.
fast food, but it is. Di ba? It is. Kasi mabilis siya.
Yeah. Dip, stuff together, eat. That's what I think Angel was saying. It's there is a cultural aspect to food na we don't think about when it comes to fast food.
True. But yeah, because I think it's the way that a lot of ramen places are set up here in the Philippines. Na set up like fancy restaurants, di ba?
It is, yeah.
In most cases parang ano na, in most cases, di ba? Like normally parang most of the time parang bar lang siya, di ba, sa Japan. Di ba? You go there, you sit on the bar, you serve the ramen, di ba? Then you eat the ramen, then di ba, you're done. Since you mentioned Japan and the fast food in Japan like ramen. Naalala ko bigla about ano, I remember something from when I went to Japan. Uh, when was that? 2018. Kasi, di ba recently, there was news na Yoshinoya is partnering with Jollibee to open more branches here. So,
Ganun.
naalala ko yung experience ko. Yeah. Naalala ko, like, Yoshinoya here in the Philippines, parang hindi siya, it's not that good. Di ba?
I don't think I've
I
had
don't,
it.
I don't know. Parang,
What's
I think I've
Nashinoya?
had it, like,
Is that a ramen place or Japanese restaurant?
it's like
I
it's
don't know.
Japanese fast food. Parang Tokyo kasi 'di ba Japanese fast food pero it's Japanese food. Japanese foods, 'di ba in
Yeah.
general. Pero it's a Japanese company, it's a Japanese ano. I don't parang I think I've eaten there at least once here dito sa Pilipinas. I didn't really like it. 'Di ba? But then I ate there once in Japan because like my dad got sick. Parang we couldn't go out. So we couldn't go out to eat. He had to rest. So I just went to the Yoshinoya outside our hotel or inn or whatever, and we bought food there, and like the Yoshinoya there, they serve unagi.
Ooh.
Like they had mga you guys yung unagi, di ba? Yung eel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. No, basically. And dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? If you go to a Japanese restaurant, they have unagi, di ba? Parang social,
Yeah.
di ba?
It's mahal.
Kasi it's usually expensive, di ba? It's expensive, di ba?
Yeah.
So medyo nagulat ako sa Japan, sa Yoshinoya nila, which is a fast food place. They're selling they sell unagi don or unagi with rice, which is something that's like a luxury in the Philippines. In the Philippines, that's so expensive, and for them they have it as fast food. But like, syempre, it's not comparable to like yung mga high quality na unagi, di ba? But which I know I haven't tried because in Japan it's so expensive, di ba? Like,
Yeah.
like I remember passing by like this one restaurant sa Kyoto. Their menus there outside is like, oh my god. uh, but like wow, like they have something they had something there na dito sa Pilipinas parang that's something that you only find in high-end Japanese restaurants. Meron sila sa fast food joints nila.
I'm curious kung ano yung price point ng Yoshinoya here. But like, kung nag-partner sila. So like, yung
I can't
price
remember.
point ba niya in line with Jollibee prices or wala. Just a thought.
I can't remember. The last time I ate there was when I ate there in Japan. So they only have like a handful of branches here. So kaya nag-partner sila. They want more, I guess.
The only thing I can say na Japanese fast food is as a fervent supporter of Takehome, the perfect takeout sushi, which sadly wala na sa Robinson's Manila. I was very sad.
Wait, wala na siya
There's-
dun sa taas?
I passed by, wala na yung booth. As in, wala na yung
Oh.
whole structure.
Wala na.
But God, I'm a
I just
big...
remember
wait.
meron nga
Nasa-
palang
nasa chat si ano. Nasa
Sad.
chat si Paps.
Uy,
Sabi
Fabs.
niya gyudon with 159 pesos.
Yes.
That's not bad.
High fat, 50 for gyudon beef. Not bad. Parang meal, I would say. And a gyudon is like a rice meal.
Yeah.
Eh, not bad na 50.
Yeah. So, like, interesting price points. Like, ano ba price point ng fast food dapat? Especially as students na walang income dapat.
As students, like, pwede po ba mga 50 pesos lang? Pero ngayon, hindi na eh.
Yeah.
As in, yung 50 pesos, it's like yung small spaghetti lang sa McDo, gano'n.
50
Hindi ka
pesos
pa
chicken fillet
busog.
Wala
with
pang
rice. Wala pang meal.
59 yun.
59.
69 na ata. Dati 50 lang yun, may drinks na.
Diba? Dati 50 lang
Diba?
yun eh. That's how I know it eh. 50 lang siya. But ng, actually, it's another question. Ano price point ng fast food? Is 159 a fast food price point? Yung Yum Burger a la carte, 42 pesos, sabi ni Fabs. I'd
Ito na.
argue, Snack Shack Burger, UP Diliman, hands down the best.
Nagugutom na
Well,
ako.
okay. Actually, before ano, I used to have a favorite burger place in Katipunan that I think, for me, I personally liked it a bit better than Snack Shack. And it was affordable. It was around the same or a bit, but like a bit cheaper. No, pero they didn't have like meals. It was just burgers lang. Because it was just a small stall at the back of Katipunan or sa Abada, the
Which
street
one's
behind
this?
Katipunan. It was just called Tasty Burgers. It was just
These burgers, okay.
a one man, a two person stall, like across B wings. Like it wasn't in a building. It was just a stall that was open. And also our rest in peace B wings because I think they're closed.
Sabi ni Fabs, 99 na Snack Shack quarter pounder. You know, for 99, I'd still buy it. It's that good.
Yeah,
Still
the tasty burger was like it was like I think 79 to 89 or yeah around I don't know. It was a really good burger and it was fresh. They cooked it, and what I liked it was fast. No, Snack Shack.
Tex-mates kami.
I mean, technically it's fast food, pero I don't know. The waiting time in Snack Shack is so long when there are lots of people there.
That's why the secret is you text ahead of time. So bago matapos yung class, magte-text ka na 3 quarter pounders for Kino. Tapos kami, after bio, comparative natin, magda-dissect ka, gutom ka, sige, sakto. When you leave, from bio to Snack Shack, mga 10-15 minutes, you get there, quarter pounder for Kino, and you're like, dito po, bayad, tapos, in and out.
Ang dami niyong food
In
experiences
and
with Diliman. I'm just saying.
I told you, we're spoiled. We're super spoiled.
UP Manila is shaking.
Manila has.
Yung
That's the
isawan, ano yung Mang Larry's?
Mang
yeah.
Larry's.
Yeah.
Oh my
Isawan.
God.
It's okay.
Sarap. I mean, I don't really eat isaw a lot,
Hindi
but
ko pa yun na-try. I think. Yeah, hindi ko pa yun na-try. So, I don't know what's with the
I've offered to
isaw.
bring you guys, but pandemic.
I don't think that's my first isaw. Pero kasi I'm not really into isaw, but it was okay. It was good. Pero
Wait, so
I'm
ngayong
not really
quarantine,
isaw
meron ba
person.
silang meron ba silang delivery service na?
Mang Larry's has. I think you can text. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Ang layo natin
So they deliver to
India.
Las Piñas.
Like, deliver pa.
They deliver
From
sila.
Diliman to
Yun yung
Manila.
evolution ngayong quarantine. Like, yung fast foods, they actually sell na, like, you can take home and then ikaw yung magpre-prepare nung yung
At
food
that point,
nila.
just
Diba,
buy
like,
isaw. Sabi ni Fabs, Mang Larry's does have a delivery service now. Also, di ba? Kahit si Manong Taho, may delivery service now, guys.
What?
Ano daw?
Oh, like, accessible like sa Manila
May
or
food
Diliman.
panda si Mang Larry. A food panda, like, I'm kind of jealous because, okay, I wasn't really into food panda before the pandemic because I was just like, I'll just go there and walk or I'll go there and drive. So, like, with this pandemic, I'm like, okay, we had to try food panda for safety reasons. And now I'm so curious, ano ang food panda, like here in the South, you have your standard mall food panda. So I'm like, okay, when I'm in Manila, I'm like, oh, there's like smaller options that's on Food Panda. Obviously, some we never heard of, yung mga restaurant sa kanto ng somewhere, corner, someplace. But I'm like,
True.
oh shit, ano yung mga food panda sa Diliman? Could I get maginhawa food panda? Kasi putang
Ang
ina,
dami nun.
hindi ako aalis. Just that
Bakit hindi
food.
pwedeng like from Diliman to Manila? Sad.
Okay, honestly, I think nung first year tayo or second year, I would drive to Diliman to eat food sometimes. Ganun
Yeah, I
siya.
heard.
Uy, ako din, nung first year tayo. Nung first year tayo, I
Grabe,
travel back
Actually,
every
paano?
there are
weekend
times
sa
I think
Los Baños.
magkasama tayo, di ba? There are times magkasama tayo. Minsan, oh, Jerm, nandito ka sa Diliman. Tangin mo
Yeah.
ah.
Ano? Like car lang? Ikaw, Germ, paano ka pumupunta? As in,
Ako,
ano?
pag, pag sa Diliman, car lang. Pero pag sa Los Baños, nag-travel ako by bus.
Mm.
Wala yung Spanish.
Speaking of which, ano yung farthest place na napuntahan nyo? Like, just to eat the food? Like, parang gaano
Oh,
ka effort yung pinunta ginawa mo just to go and eat
Mm.
that food?
Oh,
Just
ako, may experience ako niyan. Nung undergrad, so from Los Baños, we traveled to Santa Cruz, Laguna. That's like 2 hours bus. 2 to 3 hours bus. Tapos, pagdating namin doon, naka-close yung food,
oh,
food shop
Oh,
na kakainan namin.
oh
So,
no.
nag-stroll kami to explore other food places doon. Mas madami kaming nakain.
Still, food trip.
I think
Oo,
standard
na-food trip na
story.
siya.
Pero technically farther because from Diliman and from Manila, nung I think second year med tayo, wala. Spontaneous. Nagtagaytay, bulalo at night. Tapos parang doon nag-aral,
Tagaytay?
doon nag-aral for the exam the next day. Tapos
I think I heard
nag-Canada.
like merong cafe sa Tagaytay na like pinupuntahan nila para lang mag-aral or something with the
McDo
blueberry.
Tagaytay is pretty nice.
McDo Tagaytay, Starbucks Tagaytay,
Starbucks
pwede na.
Tagaytay. But yeah, med school, pumunta. Tapos doon lang
Yeah.
tumambay.
Ano ka
Nagganyan
pupunta sa
kami nung
Tagaytay?
Kasama ka
first
ba
year
nun?
med.
Magkasama ba tayo?
What if
Mm.
wala kang
Ang
car?
kasama ko
So
nun si,
like,
by car.
By car, by
my
car.
car.
Kasama ko nun si Za at saka si Miguel.
At kasama ko sa Belfer.
Pumunta kami doon to review.
Oh, I heard about that. I
Wow.
heard about that. Kami naman sa Belfer. And then, that was a weird mix of people. Pero fun naman. I think natulog rin ako
So,
more or less. Hindi ako nag-aral.
I remember may mas malayo pa pala ako just for food.
Yeah.
Parang we traveled from UP Los Baños to Baguio.
ha?
Like commute
Puta.
kasi nag-crave kami ng mga food ng Baguio. So, nag-backpack kami for 2-3 days dun sa Baguio. That was.
Grabe the effort.
Wala akong maalala. But I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've done that. Pero like sa loob ng Metro Manila lang.
Ako
But I
usually,
can't really think of.
Tagaytay sa standard answer lang, I think.
I think yung farthest sa akin is not here. Pero like, nung pumunta kami sa US. Tapos, nag-search ako sa Yelp kasi apparently sikat yung Yelp doon. Dito sa
Yep.
Pilipinas, parang walang Yelp.
There is
Wala
Yelp.
masyadong,
Nobody uses it.
yeah.
Nobody
Pero
uses
like, doon. So, like, naghanap ako gusto ko kasi ng dessert place na cupcakes, ganyan. So, parang, I really want to get cupcakes. Tapos, apparently, like, 5 hour or like 3 hour bus siya. Tapos, so, nag-bus talaga ako sa US na wala akong kaalam-alam para lang pumunta sa place. Tapos, bumili ng cupcakes.
it. My
Masarap yung
God,
cupcakes.
Angel.
So,
Worth
pero
it naman.
still, sobrang grabe talaga. Buti na lang hindi ako na-lost nun or anything. Kasi like, Lord.
Angel, I'm curious kung ilang cupcakes yung kinain mo pagdating mo doon. Kasi parang 4 or 5 hours
Parang
drive.
siya, cupcake siya. So like, bumili lang ako ng 6 na minis nila. Tapos ano siya, para kasi siyang infusion ng like cupcakes tapos Filipino food. So parang merong leche flan flavor, mga ganon. Tapos it was so nice. Ewan ko ba kung bakit walang ganong stuff here sa Philippines mismo. Pero yeah,
All the way
wala
to the
lang. It was so
States for
I
leche
I I
flan.
remember. Tapos parang, ang sarap niya.
Yeah,
Well,
food hits.
I remember what I remember. Oh God, I don't remember one. Actually, I remembered something from my Japan trip actually, but not from the Philippines. I remember like nung nasa Kyoto kami, and we were walking looking for somewhere to eat, or we were just walking around. Kasi nga, that's what you do. You walk around. You go to the
Mm-hmm.
different places. So parang
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
so we got back to our ryokan, and we were so tired, and like oh my god, we have to think of where we're gonna eat. We have to look for somewhere to eat, and then we started walking again. Pagod na tayo. Then we saw there was this pizza place, like just a few meters away from the inn. Then we went there. Tapos oh my god, ang sarap niya. It was so good. Like legit ang this pizza place, like it was just in the corner. And ironically it was beside a Pizza Hut. It was like there's a Pizza Hut like a few steps away from it, but we ate in this like corner pizza place instead because like it looked like it was more unique, basically. No, it was really good. It was kind of funny because like the workers there, like the cooks, they weren't Japanese. It was they were European, but the manager, the owner of the place was Japanese. So it was pretty funny. So we could actually talk to the chef because they spoke English. And wala lang. It was like such an interesting like experience na like you're in Kyoto and then like you're experiencing all of the like the Japanese culture and stuff. Tapos biglang papasok ka sa isang pizza place na then the Europeans there randomly.
That
That's
reminds
like
me
that's
of
one of the most that was one of the most memorable experiences sa Japan. Parang just stumbling upon this really good pizza place.
finding food like that is the best. Like
Yeah.
not fast food, but that reminds me of I think this past summer vacation, like break. Um, we were on a cruise, so we traveled to different countries. One of it was when we were in Naples. Spent the whole day walking, looking at all the churches and whatnot. Tapos pagod na kami, but we still had some time to kill. So we just chose like this random cafe somewhere at the corner of the plaza. And then when we ate there, they had the I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's like the shaved ice essentially. And then I got the coffee flavored because I'm like, it's Italy. You have like a shot of espresso and whatnot. Tangina, it was the best coffee flavored shaved ice ever. It tasted granita. Yes, thank you, Fabs. Galing ni Fabs. Guys, shout out to Fabs in the chat.
Shout out to Fabs. Si Fabs.
So I had
Kay
a coffee
Fabs.
granita. Holy fuck. It tasted like black coffee. It's like what hot
Yan
black
feature siya kasi.
coffee tastes like. What in shaved ice form. So it was so good. Tapos may konting cream. The best.
As a hindi masyadong coffee enthusiast, like how do you know the quality of coffee? Like if it's good or not?
If it-
I
Oh, I'm not
mean,
I'm not
for
a
me, I
coffee
just
person.
drink coffee to stay awake.
Yeah.
Yun lang
Oh,
yun. Pero like, hindi ko alam kung like,
Same
am
here
I
sa
drinking
baby.
good coffee or not good coffee?
I think it's
yeah.
like
Oh, I order iced coffee and I'm good.
it goes back to I remember watching Jiro Dreams of Sushi. A line there is about you can only know good food once you've tried good food. So once like let's say you drink coffee, you know what coffee tastes like. But once you've tried like different coffees, different price points of coffee, yung 5 peso na kape somewhere versus yung black coffee na French press, you get to know the different qualities you like. Like price points are price points, but the coffee you like is the most important part.
Lumalabas na yung privilege natin.
Yeah, it's true. It's about the privilege with tasting food.
Japan, napunta sa Napoli.
Napoli, Japan, US na 5 hours.
The US.
Going back. Balik natin sa Pilipinas.
Balik natin sa
Oo.
Pilipinas.
So,
Ayan, ako.
McDukes
Ano
at saka...
masasabi niyo pala
Ayan.
i-connect with fast food dun sa mukbang stuff? Like, consuming a lot of usually sa mukbangs like it's like fast food, a lot of fast food, and then you eat, and then ewan ko yung fascination. Like ako, nanonood ako sometimes ng like ganun. Pero hindi ko alam kung bakit ako fascinated to see people eating. Pero like, I don't know why.
Sabi ni Fabs in our chat, uh, I read somewhere that drinking coffee is like drinking beer, wine, or whiskey. You need to drink more to know more. Mismo sa line sa Jiro
Right.
Dreams of Sushi. So yun yung sinasabi ko na parang it takes knowing something and experiencing it
It's experience. It's the
to
quest for the greatest, ano,
yeah.
Oh,
the greatest beer.
It takes the experience to know it well. But
Binanggit ni Angel yung mukbang.
oh yeah, mukbang.
Ako personally, I'm not really into watching that. Ito- I don't know, parang it doesn't appeal to me. I don't know, and I find it weird. I find it weird watching other people eat. But I get why people like it.
I
so
But
for
me, I
me,
just
it's
can't. I
like
can't get into it.
yeah. I don't go for me. It's like if I see other people eating, parang I feel like they're eating with me, I guess. Or like sometimes pag ano, late night, tas ayoko namang kumain. So parang I just need to see food being eaten. Ang weird.
okay, Abe. So parang meron kang um hindi empathetic.
Parang hindi na ako, like parang masatiate yung aking parang late night. Gusto kong kumain pero ayoko talagang kumain. Mga ganun.
Parang sympathy eating. It's
Mm.
like in terms of mukbang, I don't watch yung silent lang. I enjoy, I'm
Yeah,
not
ang
sure if you've
weird na.
seen,
Medyo nawi-weird din ako dun sa ASMR thingy.
I like
Parang,
the,
parang
si,
hindi
the
ko
Try
alam what
Guys, whisper sila. So Try Guys, si Keith, when he eats everything and he comments like, I like this burger, I like that burger. When he did Jollibee, like that's fun for me because then I'm seeing someone's perspective on the food.
yeah.
Parang sabi ni
Yeah.
Inner Deviant, Whoppers, those Whoppers, bro, those are good. Like Burger King here, honestly, good flame grilled taste as well.
Oh my God, burger. Sa baba lang ng kondo.
So may mga ano, wait. So are there may mukbang na ASMR?
Yeah,
Paano
probably.
yan? So like nagsubo
I don't watch those. Kasi
magsusubo sila
like,
sa
too
ano
weird
sa
for me.
Yeah, meron.
I think
tapos
niche
they
talaga.
chew
We're
in
like,
front of the mic.
Maririnig mo yung pag-crunch ng mga food.
I'm sure there
hindi
is.
ko alam yung psyching doon. Like, I haven't read up on it pa. Pero like, ewan ko yung psychological stuff na, ano,
But people,
regarding that.
but people have different triggers when it comes to ASMR, so food and stuff.
I mean, not the whispering. I got whispering sa ASMR. Pero like some other things. I don't know.
Okay, not we're straying from fast food, but honestly, sa akin, food prep sounds like yung knife chopping stuff. Ah, that's just so good to me. I love that. Sabi ni Fabs, ano yung point of view nyo sa mukbang na sobrang marami kumain? Yung maramihan talaga. Dito ako bothered. Bakit ka bothered,
Yeah.
Fabs? Ako sa pag maraming food, parang as long as they finish it, I'm fine with it.
Ako like,
Yeah,
parang, for me na, I'm shocked. Na parang kaya nilang ubusin yung ganun ka maraming food.
I find it I don't know, I find it a bit uncomfortable. Like oh, how can you eat all of that food?
Merong
It's
shock factor.
Saan
How?
nilalagay yan?
Where do you put it?
Yeah.
That's like parang I question like do they actually ano yun? Pero baka may matrigger if like I say it. Pero you know.
Mm.
No, but because I think like the human body can fit so much food, honestly. So
true.
though, like us in med, it's like that thing stretches the stomach. That can
Like,
stretch. Sabi ni Fabs, as in yung one sit down lang, ubusin lahat. As in big ass bowl of food, one go, so little water break. Yeah, they have like yung mga huge na ramen.
I've seen
Or connecting to
I've
inner
seen videos.
deviants. Sa Zarks, you have the 2 pounds na burger. 2 pounds ba?
Yeah, I've always
Yeah,
wondered
2 pounds.
how do you eat that? How do you bite that? Do you have to like split it into two
Deconstruct at
smaller burgers?
The fries yung problema eh. Because you can eat the 2 pounds of meat, feeling ko, with
Yes,
sauce and whatnot.
they fill it with fries.
But the
So
fries
you
will
won't
get you.
finish.
Yung mahirap eh. Tapos makakasawa ka kasi just a lot
Yeah,
of potato.
but what I remember, like the image that came to my mind is that scene in Matilda where that kid is forced to eat
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
the cake.
oh
chocolate
my
cake.
god.
Oh,
Yung cake.
around torture. Or
That's
like,
so disgusting.
But you know,
Grabe.
as long as the person enjoys it, so if they have like a big bowl of ramen, and they're enjoying and finishing the food, parang sa akin, oh, I don't know. I'm not so bothered by it. Kasi parang in my head, parang nag-buffet ka na one item lang. Diba? Mas
parang buffet, pero like
Uh,
all you eat is like
one
there
thing.
as compared sa one plate by one plate at a time.
Yeah.
Pero marami ka pa rin kinakain. Ganun ba yun?
Yeah, diba? Because like, you'd go to sabihin natin, let's say, Korean barbecue.
like
That's buffet. You're gonna only eat like so much of the uh, samgyup, diba? Or you have so much of the bulgogi. You're eating a lot of that. And it's maramihan if you sit down and think about it. But it's not something na parang, ay, shit, ang dami niyang kinain, nakakahiya. Diba? It's, they had fun,
that's
they
true.
enjoyed it, they ate it, they didn't waste anything. God, naisip ko yung Matilda scene of like the cake. Oh,
Yung cake
Jesus.
talaga.
That's what I thought.
Naisip ko
That's
nga
the
yung
first thing.
meron, nafe-feel nyo rin ba yung same feeling na after you eat samgyup? Parang it's just, you wanna take a shower, you, you just wanna, parang punong-puno ka ng oil sa katawan na
And the
parang
smoke.
magkaka-heart attack ka. Yeah. Like, I
Yeah,
smell, like,
You smell
sobrang
like samgyup.
You
take a
smell like
shower
samgyup.
right after. Kasi like, oh,
But
I
it's a
like the
good
enjoy.
sleep. You get a good sleep after.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Food
sometimes, parang
coma.
yun na lang yung meal ko for the day kasi sobrang, Lord, busog ka pa rin after. Like, kahit na ilang hours after.
Oh, we have a question.
Time.
We have a question from chat. What fast food do you guys go for? So, para I guess to just narrow it down. Right now, if we
Right
were,
now.
what fast food are you craving for? Specific menu item, even better.
Honestly, I'm not craving anything right now because I had McDo yesterday. So,
What did you
but
have yesterday?
honestly, I had a double cheeseburger fries. That's it. I don't or I try I'm trying to lose weight, so I don't order much anymore.
The double
But
cheeseburger is good though.
I don't know. But I wouldn't say McDo's my favorite. I honestly like Jollibee a bit better. No? Kasi hindi we don't have parang medyo malayo ang Burger King's a bit far. And then of course there's Wendy's which I only eat when I take the bus to UP, which I haven't done for a year. So
Wendy's.
kasi yung P2P bus from Glorieta to UP town, there's a Wendy's there beside the bus stop. So that's what I eat before I go on the bus. Pero yeah. So really it's Jollibee mostly. Sometimes when I crave for Chinese food, Chowking, 'di ba?
God, Jollibee boy ka pala eh.
Jolly Boy.
Jolly boy!
Like I
Hashtag
said
Jolly
like I
boy.
said earlier, 'di ba? If we're gonna talk about what the best fast food chicken is,
Jollibee.
Jollibee's in the top,
Chicken Joy.
near the top of the list, 'di ba? If it's not your top one, it's gonna be in the top three.
When they had the grilled chicken joy, that was the best. That was pretty good.
Oh man, I don't remember. I wasn't able to try that.
AB, ikaw, Angel, ikaw, what's
So yeah,
your...
yun lang naman.
Ang go-to ko lagi, before, kasi ngayon wala na siya, so sobrang nasasad ako na wala na siya sa menu, is yung thin crust na Texas chicken barbecue ng Shakey's. Parang weekly ko siya ino-order
Wala
all
na,
the time.
wala na
Tapos,
Texas chicken barbecue?
wala siya dun sa option sa Foodpanda. Ewan ko kung like sa store meron. Pero like, wala siya dun sa option. So parang nagtatampo ako, bakit wala na yung Texas chicken barbecue dun sa Shakey's? It's so sad. Kasi like yun yung lagi ko ino-order. So ngayon parang hindi pa rin nasasatiate yung aking cravings for that.
Jerm, ikaw.
Yeah, ako, I think yung karaage ng Tokyo yung nami-miss
Ah,
ko. Kasi as someone na mahilig sa only rice din. Oh my God. Tapos
Yeah.
magsusumo meal ako pero dalawang karaage yung choice ko.
I agree. Agree. That's good actually. Yung six piece karaage ng Tokyo tapos only rice. Good. That's good. Sobrang sulit yun.
So good.
sabi ni Fab sa chat, Jollibee, heart. Let's go. Hashtag Jolly Boys and Jolly Girls. Tapos, agree siya
Oh,
kay
like-
Angel na, oh my God, yes sis. And kay Jerm,
Diba?
karaage.
sabi ni, di ba, Angel mentioned yung Shakey's. Kami naman, in our family, we always order, whenever we order Shakey's, it's always yung, yung Angus Steakhouse pizza.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You always get that one. tapos cheese with extra cheese.
Ay, ako pala, like, hindi lang pala yung pizza. Tapos mag-order ako ng extra ranch. So, parang at some point, bumili na lang ako ng ranch sauce para like, hindi na ako mag-extra ranch. Tapos ako na lang maglalagay.
I almost thought you said extra rice. Shakey's pizza
Ranch!
with extra
Ranch
rice.
sauce.
You know?
Grabe naman.
Right.
Pwede din. Pero like, yeah.
All the carbs.
Ako, I prefer thin crust pizzas kaysa sa yung
Thick crust.
untossed or like,
Oh yeah, thin crust all the way.
diba?
I think
Yung
favorite ko.
stuffed pizza.
It depends, because yung stuffed crust ng Pizza Hut was really good.
Which one?
Yeah. Yun din. I like the stuffed crust.
But recently,
Pizza.
last year ata, they changed the cheese stuffed crust from mozzarella. They made it cream cheese, and I don't really like it as much. Parang di ko siya bet.
Haven't tried it pa. So let's see.
I would say go-to ko
Kino.
talaga. Family choice, 8 cuts. And I recently found I love the chicken sandwich. They have like a chicken in like different flavors. And then you get the bucket of onion rings. The best goddamn onion rings in the whole country. There's actual onion inside. You see it in... Burger King does have good onions. I went there recently. But the 8 cuts is just crispy and has a barbecue powder in it.
Oh god,
Yes.
I haven't. It's been so long since I've eaten 8 cuts.
8
Yeah,
cuts is on Food Panda. Sabi ni Fabs, stuffed crust pizza is the only thing good sa Pizza Hut. I'm so sorry. Sobrang only oily na ng
Oil.
Pizza Hut. And
yeah.
8 cuts.
Actually,
Have you guys tried yung Cajun fish dish nila sa Pizza Hut?
The Cajun fish?
no.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's been so long since I've eaten.
Not oily and
What I
Pero
miss na
mukha-
pizza is Angel's Pizza.
I don't miss that.
Ito yung kinain natin sa class nung
parang
graduation.
lagi sa class kapag may birthday, ganyan.
It's
Angel's
always-
Pizza,
It's
Papa
a
Angel's
med
Pizza.
thing. Is it a med thing or a UP Manila thing? Because I only really had Angel's Pizza in med.
Or,
Masarap yung spinach something nila.
Yeah, the spinach
Alam
pizza is
mo,
really good.
Do you guys know Brooklyn's Pizza? I
Yes.
think underrated
Yeah.
siya.
As
pero I
someone who
haven't
live in the same
tried pa
place.
yung Brooklyn. So, I'm not
It's
sure.
good.
Sarap ba?
Their white pizza is really good.
See,
Anong white pizza?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
White
the
pizza
Sbarro.
ng Brooklyn's.
The Sbarro white pizza is actually good. I
Yeah,
haven't had it in a
Sbarro.
while. But Sbarro's really good.
Yung ultimate debate, yung pineapple. Okay lang ba kayo ang pineapple on pizza or no?
I'm not a fan, but You
Germ
know,
doesn't
let
like
like a,
vegetables, so
Uy, kumakain ako. As a fan of fruits, I love pineapples and fruits.
ooh, what?
Respect.
Best sa chat, si Inner Deviant, he says, hot wings and onion rings are a good combo. And I agree, especially when you dip the onion rings in like the buffalo sauce or the blue cheese dip. Yum. And then si Fabs Gago, baka mga away sa stream bigla. Sabi niya, no to pineapples on pizza as an Italian teacher. Tatalon siya sa stream, mga away siya ngayon.
this prank. You know the
Spra.
video of these guys, these Italian guys, they pulled a prank. They were in Naples, which is like which is like di ba? They were in Naples, and then they were bringing they were no they were bringing Hawaiian pizza or pineapples on pizza to people there in Naples, and people were like losing their shit. Like, what the hell is this?
I'm gonna say something, and I fear Fabs will jump into chat bigla. But I think anything can go on pizza. More importantly, pineapple pizza is okay, but everyone does it wrong. I don't think fresh pineapple should be on pizza. But if you grill it really well and it gets caramelized and toasted and cooked properly, it's fine. Because you have fruits on pizza if they're cooked properly.
Actually, Fabs, I want to ask, do you know alam mo yung mango pizza ng Gimaras?
They have a
Have
mango
you tried
pizza?
that?
I've
They
had
have
mango
mango
on
pizza.
pizza. I've had mango on pizza.
Because di ba sa Gimaras, yung famous Jan mangoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we went to this, so in the last time I had a college faculty conference, or whatever you call it. I forgot what it's called. But basically it's a junket, basically, where where the faculty where the faculty of the college basically go out somewhere, diba? So last time, I think it was 2019. Yeah. So last it was we went to Iloilo. So during the second day of the conference, like a bunch of us tumakas kami sa conference, sa meeting, 'di ba? And by the way, included in the people na tumakas ay ang
Don't name names
department
na.
chair,
Ito yan.
department chair, 'di ba? College
Laglagan.
secretary, and the dean.
Love
Yes,
you,
tumakas
man.
lahat kami.
Love you, man.
Oh my God.
I have pictures. No, I posted it on Facebook, 'di ba? And so 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 yeah, parang before we went back to the hotel, the yeah, we went to this restaurant. They were serving mango pizza, and it's weird, but it's strangely good. Like, I did not expect to like it, but I have pictures. But yeah,
Oh, drop the
parang
pictures in Discord. Send it there if you can find
in
it.
the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for the picture. I'll put it on the
Ah.
Discord.
Tapos sabi ni Fabs, not gonna lie, that sounds good. Because yes, cook your pineapples on pizza. Not that fresh shit on there. Cook it, grill it. Mango pizza, never
never-
tried mango pizza.
Yeah.
I think, is it Italianis? Or there's a common pizza place here. They do offer,
I don't know.
I think it's strawberries and balsamic vinegar on, like, it's not a pizza, it's flatbread. But
Saan
Then-
yun? I wanna try.
I can't remember, but I know
Strawberry.
I've had Italianis. They've had fruits on pizza. And then yun nga, it's sweet, but if you cut it through with that grilling and smoke and sour flavors, because you can have fruit jams with meats, and that makes it good. Italianis, yeah. Italianis has like a fruit pizza or flatbread, and it's pretty good.
But the one in Gimaras is like, it's literally like a mango pizza. Like they put mango.
Like a raw
And that's like
mango.
that's the main topping. Mango and cheese. Like, it's weird.
Mango and
Like
cheese?
it's weird, but strangely it works. It yeah. So yeah, because Gimaras is famous for its mangoes. So uh, that's why, like, there's mango everything there. Like mango butterscotch, mango. What else? Mango juice, mango cookies, mango everything.
You have to
Like
show
go
this
to
mango and
the
cheese pizza now, because I'm very
I'm gonna
curious.
I'm gonna I'm gonna post it on the Discord. I'll post it on the Discord.
You have a mango cheesecake. That's pretty good. Because that's
Mm.
cheese and mango.
It's weird. It's weird. It's weird, but strangely, parang it wasn't bad. I'm looking for the photos now.
Is there a dessert place na like considered fast food?
Ooh, interesting.
Parang dessert usually yung ano nila.
Is dessert
Wala
a
lang,
fast
it's just
food?
a thought. As a dessert girl.
As a sweet girl.
Yeah, it's just,
Oh, nga,
meron
no?
ba? Like, is it considered, meron bang ganong fast food na
Is Dairy Queen fast food?
Dairy Queen? Hmm?
Maybe yung mga ice cream places, right? Like Baskin Robbins.
Yeah,
Mm.
the event does say Baskin Robbins. That I guess that is fast food.
And those like yogurt, frozen yogurt places.
Red Mango. Oh, yeah, I guess Red
Yeah.
Mango is fast food. Oh, I know. I guess Dairy Queen, Baskin Robbins, dessert fast food. But they're mostly ice creams. Ito. Red Ribbon
Sa mobile
Goldilocks. Fast food?
Not more like a like
Is
they're just.
bakery
Bakery inside the mall.
But then again, Red Ribbon used to sell rice meals before they were bought by Jollibee.
Goldilocks sells
Red Ribbon,
rice meals in Manila.
Oh, Goldilocks may
Goldilocks
rice
din,
meal.
right? Like, alam ko merong, di ba Goldilocks din? Like, meron silang rice meals,
I feel
if
like
I
the cakes and
remember.
pastries, it's not really fast food, because it's just part of their bakery thing,
Yeah.
diba?
Valdez does say they're always like bakeries and such, but those would not be fast food. But why is a bakery not fast food? But ice
Because
cream
they're
like Dairy
selling,
Queen,
they don't really prepare it on or parang they prepare it all in advance. Eh.
bread talk,
I don't
fast
know.
food. Wow, okay. So chat stuff.
Thank you.
Sabi, does that mean Dairy Cream and Baskin Robbins and ice creamery versus fast food? I mean, good point. I mean, McDo sells ice cream. Is that fast food? And Deviant does say, then you take into account Dunkin' Donuts Krispy Kreme. Is that fast food? Is it a bakery? Is it dessert?
It's
True.
Diba? Tapos Valdez said, but if they make stuffs in the bakery itself in the morning and such, they don't make ice cream on the spot as well, right? That's true.
Yeah.
But you do have the ice cream machine, so theoretically, but it goes back to our opening discussion on preparing the food. Is it part of it?
yun nga eh. Because at the end of the day, the fast food is like again, diba? It's marketing, diba? So like it's marketing, it's cultural, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
And we want our food fast.
The mango pizza you posted in Discord is so yellow. I cannot.
All yellow siya, parang nag-mix yung mango and the
Nga eh.
cheese.
Yun nga eh. You
Parang
can't
it
really
looks
see the
like all
mango.
cheese pizza.
It looks like a really cheesy pizza.
No, but if you look close, you can see the mango slices like under the cheese.
Oh, yeah, meron nga.
Like look sa may crust, sa may edge ng crust.
Sige, let us...
Yeah,
You
may
can see
mga
the mango.
tidbits ng mango.
It's like a darker yellow or orange.
Green bell pepper ba yung green?
Mukha.
I'd cover
I
Jeko
don't,
with
I
it.
don't, really- I don't remember, but it looks like
It looks like bell pepper.
bell pepper.
Mango pizza. Interesting.
I don't think that's fast food though. Just-
It looks fancy.
they-
You sat
they
down
make
at a
it so, yeah.
place and there's a
Yeah.
setup of cubiertos. So that's not fast food.
Not fast food.
Pag may cubiertos na naka-table na, hindi yun fast food.
That's not
So,
bad.
so buffets are not fast food.
Tama. Buffets are not fast food because there's a setup of spoon and fork. Sa McDo, walang spoon and fork sa table. They give it to you.
You're gonna get it yourself.
You have to get it yourself in the
Nasa ano
metal.
Yeah.
Oh, so yun. May criteria na. Bawal may setup.
Bawal yung Masyadong prepared.
Yeah, bawal masyadong prepared. Parang podcast lang na to. Not prepared dapat.
Si AB
AB.
prepared.
Meron pa ako dito sa ano ko, like, obesity epidemics and stuff.
Oh my God.
Wow!
Talaga.
Hashtag
You'll feed
med.
us information.
PHL? Ate girl, PHL ba to?
Malay ko ba? Like, I don't know what to expect.
Not yet.
Oh,
In the
feeling
future.
ko prepare yun ni ano, ni Angel kanina. Kasi ni-raise niya yung point na yung notion na ay mostly yung mga fast food ay junk foods. Tama ba,
Yeah,
Angel?
yeah, yeah. Kaya
Tapos
like I
sinira
searched
natin.
parang yung statistics on like yung effects and stuff.
Pero mostly kasi ng fast foods ay maraming preservatives like,
Yeah.
'di ba?
AB, I
And
love you, but
high, like,
yeah.
why does it have to be high calorie a lot time? And then meron ako nakita na parang they try to offer low calorie options. However, ano daw, parang low yung sales kaya they stopped it.
I'd
Sa
argue
ano,
though.
sa Kenny Rogers, 'di ba, may healthy menu.
Yeah, yeah,
Ay,
there's
yeah. May
there's
mga,
Meron
a
ba?
parang,
I haven't been
Meron sila,
on your
pero mas mahal.
sobrang mahal.
though it
You're
is
like,
mahal.
So,
Mahal.
it's not.
yeah. Why is it that yung parang healthier option is more expensive?
Though I'd say for the high calorie thing, if it was framed as like something to eat and go to survive the day, it would make sense just to have a high energy concentrate because that's what you need eh. Parang let's say tayo, when you're going on duty for the hospital, if you can only eat one thing, you might as well like just grab a burger tapos yun yung kinain mo for the whole day. Para hindi ka mag-faint sa operating room unlike some people.
I know who that person.
Sabi ni Valdez, that looks really yellow, but 10 out of 10 would try. Yeah, especially Filipino mangoes. Honestly, just want to say, people who think of mangoes, who've tried mangoes, you haven't tried a Filipino unless you tried a Filipino mango, that's the best shit in this world.
Yep, that's Filipino mangoes are the best. And those aren't just Filipino mangoes; those are Guimaras mangoes.
Himaras
Those
Top
are
tier,
those are world famous mangoes.
SS plus tier
Like like
mango.
like they legit like it's legit sealed. Like Guimaras is legit uh sealed off. I mean, like you're not allowed like other mangoes. You're not allowed to bring other mangoes to Guimaras because diba, of any threats to the to their to yung parang
Ecosystem.
quality ng mangoes nila.
Any
Yeah. Yeah, to
threat?
the ecosystem.
Sabi ni Fabs, healthier option is a lot more expensive because there's a lot more effort to grow and prepare the food item, sadly. Dapat talaga mas accessible ang healthy foods. I think, yes, in that, keeping things fresh is a very difficult thing. Like if we think about the transport of where we source this food and how we're storing it and serving it, keeping things fresh is a problem. So that's why it might be more effort. But that's why the whole discussion on locally sourced food, because it's easier to transport, it's easier to move around, then it would theoretically be cheaper if you're buying local. And healthy is, it's a societal thing where we have to make an effort to what is healthy food? How do we make it accessible to the common person? Which I think is very much a nutri problem, and as AB prepared for an obesity pandemic issue. Okay, yeah. Sabi ni Valdez, healthy is good, but you need to consider also lifestyle as a whole. That is true. Alaman natin as med
Yeah.
students, you could give a diet, but your exercise and your smoking and your alcohol and your environment and your job.
Yeah. Lalo na yung rest. Yung rest. What is rest?
What is rest? What is 8 hours of sleep? Diba? Parang it's ideal. Kumbaga, our most useful. Ideally, ganito ang lifestyle. Pero really, hindi ganyan ang buhay. You cannot expect it as well. That's true. Eating healthy food and be healthy. No, yeah, like the people. I think a marketing issue is the people who are exercise and have time to do it, we don't talk much about how there's a team behind that, how they're not handling the other aspects of day-to-day life, of grocery shopping, of cooking, to live like that. That there's a whole mechanism behind it to allow. Have you ever seen the videos now? People try to eat like The Rock. You know, like you have 8 meals of like steak, two steaks
Yeah,
every
I've
meal.
watched that. The rock diet.
Yeah. And it's so hard because
Rock,
you're
Oh,
may
cooking and
rock
you're
tayo.
prepping.
Kakain ka ng bato.
The
no,
Rock.
like
The Rock.
the
Dwayne.
Si Dwayne Johnson? Yun
Yeah.
ba?
yeah,
Si
yeah,
The Rock?
yeah.
Yeah.
What the rock
He's
tayo.
the rock. He's the rock does and his diet and like they're trying.
Alam mo si Dwayne Johnson, pero like, the rock tayo.
The Rock
Sounds
diet.
like kakain ka ng bato. Sure na.
Sabi nga ni Fabs, fitness exercise is a privilege. Especially with the hours we're expected to keep nowadays. Very, very
Fortunately,
true.
diba? That's true. Consider the average working class Filipino na they don't really make enough. They don't make enough money to buy all of the diba, the right ingredients for healthier food. No?
Yeah.
Uh, then they work all day. Then usually diba, they don't just work all day. Minsan they have more than one job. No, and uh, then they have to do usually household work din, diba? And usually and especially kung may children sila. So it's a struggle for many people, no,
Yeah.
living especially people who live in poverty.
And you're living day to day. That's not even taking into account you have to pay for your taxes. You have to pay for your PhilHealth. You have to think about the education of your children. Or
God,
especially in the Philippines na you have to think about the your extended family, your cousins, your neighbors, your friends. We all take that into account. So it's hard.
Mm.
Yes, PhilHealth, our favorite thing.
Still have. Oops.
Oops, 15 billion. What?
Yeah, tama siya. Valdez is right. Yeah, the Rock doesn't have to work 5 days a week, diba, for the whole day. He doesn't work 9 to 17. Diba?
No, I mean, I'd argue that's his work. He has to keep up that image.
Yeah,
As
that's part diba, being fit. That's part of his work.
that
That's part
is
of his
his
image.
work at that
But
point. It's
yeah,
not
but
something
then
any of us can maintain.
but talking about fitness in general, diba? It's hard for it can be difficult for people in the Philippines, diba? Just ordinary Filipinos to keep up. I mean to really keep up with, diba, with the demands of, diba, a healthy lifestyle, diba? To keep track of all of those, to keep track of all the things that you need to keep track of, diba? To uh make time for the workouts you need, diba? To keep yourself fit, diba? So mm,
Yeah, and in a way, that's the function of fast food. Also, it's about there's no more time for anything else. We're slaving
no time.
away,
So
so you
Yeah.
just get the
so you
fast food.
you
Yeah,
chug
I
down that
remember.
burger.
Chug that
And
burger. Your patient is coding. I have to get whatever I can eat. That's it feels the reason why maybe The Rock doesn't eat as much fast food as we do is because the time. It's the way we live
of
our
course, his
lives.
like probably he has a chef.
Yeah, someone's
Yeah.
cooking for him.
May nutritionist din siya.
Yeah. May assistant pa yan for scheduling and all of his other stuff. Na we don't have the
Like,
privilege to. Imagine if we had him as a guest and asked him that. But yeah, it's
what's your how do you what's your ano yung lifestyle niya?
thoughts on your
What's your
lifestyle.
schedule for the day?
Wow. It's different stuff. True, exams, no time to cook. That's very true. Making exams in terms of
Oh God.
Jego's lifestyle, checking exams, preparing for exams, even I'd argue, even just thinking about exams is a stressful thing.
You know, there are some days where I'm so like I know that exercise, like when I work out, like it's a good way to like get rid of the work stress, 'di ba? Like no, mawawala yung ano mawawala yung works yung pagod mo, yung stress, yung pagod mo na galing sa stress. It's gonna be replaced by yung high ng workout. The good
Happy
kind of the
hormones.
good kind of, the happy
Endorphin.
kind of
High.
tired.
Chase
Uh,
that high.
but some days it's like I'm so tired from work. I can't get up to exercise anymore. Yeah, I've had days like that. Like diba Wednesdays dati yung Arnis.
Mhm.
I always try to go there, pero some days I'm just so tired. Like, and sometimes we end so late, no? Especially nung time na my 5:30 class, may class ako hanggang 5:30 and things like that.
Tapos
So,
thesis pa.
yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
thesis. Oh God.
Oh my God. Ako lang bang hindi
Don't say
nag-thesis
that.
dito?
Don't say that word.
What's thesis? What's
Hindi ako
that?
nag-thesis. Walang thesis sa history undergrad. It's just a research paper. Thank
Wala
God.
kaming thesis. Period. Um, yeah.
It's a kind of a thesis, but not really.
And I'm sure like see I I'm gonna assume this has happened to AB and Jermas also. Pero there are times like you're so tired you don't even eat. You get home, you fall asleep, and that's it. And that's happened. So parang the times
A
when
lot of
you
time.
a lot of times that you had the time to get even
Forgetting.
just fast
Yeah.
food was a privilege in a sense. Kasi there are times wala talaga eh.
Sometimes you even walk while eating. I do that a lot before for while eating like yung rice meal na nakaano tas I walk para saves time.
Yeah. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth for us. It's
Mm.
really how you live.
Yeah, kasi after I started biking to work, usually what I do is if I have an early class, and I'm biking to work, I buy a sandwich on the way and I eat it in the office while getting ready for my first class.
Like, I'm sure, I'm not sure about you guys, but like sometimes you go out, magmi-meeting kayo, tapos yun na yung kakain na rin kayo habang because that's the only time you can eat. Then you're gonna talk about your meeting papa, you can plan for the coming class and whatnot. Uh, what times did you guys? Yeah, Val disagrees na, you're tired when you get home. You just have to order a pizza or burger. It's explained there. And then, what walang thesis, why, how, what? Okay, sideline, just
Ah,
because as a psych, every major namin may research paper na ideally for publication level. And a lot of people in my batch, I, may paper ba ako na
Yeah.
publish? Stanford level.
It's
Like, we go to that level. So,
it's similar in history where sa mga uh, area electives, like say for example, we have one like Philippine, like not really Philippine, ano ba, what's a certain, basta there's certain specialized topics like Philippine economic history, uh and some other things. We're required to write a paper for the end of the sem. So like, and then our final requirement's not the thesis anymore. It's just another research paper, but this time you're given like a longer time to write it.
yeah. So, like,
yeah.
kami,
Ako din, wala akong thesis. Pero
oh,
I'm
thesis
a BS
team.
Biology major sa UPL. Yun. So, I chose walang thesis kagaya kay Jeco that I had elective courses, extra elective courses. So, I took marine zoology and aquatic fisheries, yung mga ganun. So, sobrang layo niya sa med, pero I enjoy the
Marine
sea
medicine.
and water stuff. So,
Pero
yeah.
yeah. Actually, pero my thesis is a master's though. So yeah. And I'm taking
Good
masters
luck.
right now.
Luck.
So
Bye.
Buti walang thesis sa med.
Technically, may paper tayo every so often.
grabe. Imagine, parang kawawa naman kayo pag med school na tapos may thesis pa
May
kailangan pa kayo gumawa
research
May,
ng thesis.
may,
papers though.
may thing.
First, second.
Sa
Huh?
internship ba? Or residency? May requirement na research.
I think residency. Di ba
Residency.
residency yun?
Residency.
O, diba?
I
Tapos,
mean, iba naman ang but as in research as in like panel defense.
yeah.
Kasi yun yung that's what makes it a thesis eh. Like you defend it sa panel. Kasi
Well,
when you say like academic research in general, gagawa ka ng paper and you send you and 'di ba kahit walang panel defense, you can send it to publications, they'll reject it or ask for revisions, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
if that's your standard, magde-defense kami sa psych.
Kami din sa bio, may defense ko.
Like sometimes we'll have
Pero
other
ano siya?
professors. Yeah. Oh,
Sa history kasi sa thesis parang sa master's thesis tsaka sa PhD dissertation lang may defense.
may defense ka minsan.
Namin individual thesis namin sa biochemistry. So, you're on your own.
Wala sa amin group.
Yeah, and in history it's all individual. So
Yeah.
ganun din.
Yeah, my dissertation.
Sa amin, 3 to 4 to a group.
Not sure sa med. I think like we watched parang defense ng residents ng sometime before. I think FAMED yata yung napanood ko that time. Not
Yeah.
sure though.
FAMED we
Ano yun.
watched. No, but we also have like,
If that's a legit research or
we do have MD PhD
thesis. I think
batch
research
also.
talaga yun.
We love our MD PhD family. We love them very much.
Med talk.
Meta.
Speaking of thesis, Angel, di ba ikaw lang nag-thesis? Anong favorite fast food mo
No
while
thesis.
doing thesis?
It's been so long. Honestly, parang yung college, hindi ko maalala kung ano yung fast food na kinakain ko. Parang hindi ko honestly alam kung how do I eat yung college. Hindi ko na siya maalala. As in, parang mag-isa ako lagi, mag-isa ako sa condo, ganyan, I live alone. Tapos parang hindi ko alam kung how did I live? Parang, where did I get food and everything? Kasi like, hindi ko maalala. Alam ko hindi ako masyado nagpa-fast food nun. Pero like, yeah. Yung Midtown nga, parang it's been so long. Tapos hindi ko alam na meron palang Midtown thing like there. So, yeah. Wala lang. It's so weird. Hindi ko alam kung saan ako kumakain. Feel ko sa canteen.
Ako naman pag when I had to do all-nighters for some of my research papers, it was like I'm usually just in my dorm. Before it was the dorm, then later yung condo. I just ate like I just walked to the nearest 7-Eleven, then just buy food there.
7-Eleven is
I usually
fast
just buy
food.
yung parang grilled sandwiches nila.
Yeah.
Those are good.
And
They're grilled sandwiches. Parang ano, they have a griller there. They have a sandwich griller or whatever you call it.
I was gonna say 7-Eleven in Asia especially, it's really hot food. It's not like the States where or other countries na it might be just quick convenient stuff. Here it's like super foods and stuff. Lawson, 7-Eleven, good foods.
When you froze, like we went from 7-Eleven to Mini Stop and then Lawson.
Mini Stop is good. Mini Stop
Parang
fried
ano eh,
chicken.
While we
mini
were
fast food
disconnected.
na sila eh.
Yeah. Recap lang. So we mentioned Mini Stop's spicy chicken nuggets, tama ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then we went to Lawson because they opened a Lawson sa Regis sa Katipunan, right? Which is near my dorm at the time before I moved to my condo. So, and it's I talked about how it was so unhealthy because their meals there they sold meals there. Basically, pipili ka ng ulam. It's mostly just like mga fried chicken or meat or whatever, no? Pipili ka ng ulam tapos only rice.
Stop ice
So
cream also.
if you're really hungry and you want to save money, diba, you'd go there and then ayun, sulit. So tapos sulitin mo yung only rice. No? It reminded me of, and we didn't mention this earlier. We didn't mention this place yet. It reminded me of when we were freshman year, and we'd always go to Mushroom Burger for the
Mushroom
only rice.
burger. Only
And
rice and
yeah,
gravy.
I miss Mushroom Burger.
Mushroom burger, yung same ba to
I'm not
nung nasa
familiar with
Tagaytay?
that. Ano
Yeah.
yun?
Yeah. Except they had a big
Fast food
store.
restaurant.
It's the
Yeah.
same one sa Tagaytay. Except here it's like a
Oh,
restaurant.
There's
yeah.
one near. There's one near. Well, it's not that near, pero medyo near. I can bike to it. But I don't know. It's kind of far. Yeah.
Yun. I think let's have like final thoughts, final things you want to share. If it leads to more stuff, go lang. Pero let's start with Germ. Final thoughts about fast food, about tonight's discussion.
Mm. Ako siguro, for my wrapping up, I think my own definition of fast food. Ayan. Well, I think i-retain ko pa rin siya kasi for my lifestyle, like super busy hours, I think I just need a fast food which first fast and I consider food na palatable siya and kaya kong kainin. So that's fast food for me.
Uh, sige, Angel, ikaw, what do you want to share about tonight?
Um, I think we had like a lot of discussion on kasi sorry, yung mind ko right now is napunta like dun sa historical stuff.
Oh, we have an episode on history and what history is about. So look forward to that. The history one is
Okay.
next time.
Anyway, coming back to fast food, uh, I just had a realization na parang I don't really put much thought. Like it's something that you don't put a lot of thought about. Like parang it's a part of your life, pero somehow you kind of just parang put it in the back burner. Um, which which adds the fact that it's part of our culture nowadays, like our generation. The fast food is really, especially here in Manila and our lifestyle. So it's really part of our culture na. And yeah, there are lots of fast food and there are a lot of different definitions and sometimes you have a subjective definition and it could be different from others. So, yun lang naman. Ito yung takeaway ko.
Jago, any last words?
Yeah. I like fast food. No. Like when we talked about it, diba, I think it reminded me of how important it is in not just our lives but for the lives of many Filipinos. No. Uh, and how it affect in the way it shapes our lives and the way it the way it shapes our lives and it affects how we interact with each other, no, and how it is a reflection of culture of other various parts of our society, no? And no, and like any like really anything, diba? Any yeah, diba? Of course, there we have a lot of people have a negative stigma of fast food, diba? But I think it's fine, 'di ba? As long as, 'di ba, as long as we're responsible, 'di ba? If 'di ba, we know about the health risks and everything, 'di ba? If we're responsible and all of that, it's no problem. Like eating fast food shouldn't be a problem, 'di ba? If we know how to uh, 'di ba? To do it responsibly, 'di ba? Not to overeat, 'di ba? Overdo it, over rely on it. If you can, di ba? So we know that for many people, mahirap yan, di ba? To live without it or to not rely on it because it's so convenient. Uh, so it's there, di ba? And it has problems, but di ba? Ganun. We didn't even talk about the controversy of Jollibee, no? But
Ooh.
chicken rice, Chicken Joy's, I still think Chicken Joy is the best. No,
That
pero
is
Jollibee
true.
should really treat its workers like people. No,
Do we have?
they deserve that much. Everyone deserves to be, diba? All workers deserve to be treated, diba? As as people, diba? Diba? To
We
be treated fairly, diba?
we should talk about that. Should we support brands that we know are
Mm,
not are anti-union or not supporting their
yeah.
workers?
So basically,
Yeah,
fast food is complicated.
fast food
It's
is
a complicated
political,
issue,
Yeah.
just like everything else.
just like everything else we talk about
Talk
here.
about
Multifactorial.
on this.
Multifactorial. Fast food is
I just like
multifactorial.
to
That is tonight's topic. Fast food is
Ikaw, Kino.
multifactorial. Yeah. So I think Jago did touch on a lot of stuff. Just wrap it up. Jago did touch on a lot of stuff. As we talked about, and as I always say, the topics I picked for this podcast for the initial 15 is, it sounds general. It sounds so basic, fast food, but it always strikes an interesting conversation about things we don't always think about, we don't always talk about. And you see how in our discussion we start to hear about fast food being a cultural aspect, fast food being having an emotional aspect, fast food being integrated into our daily lives, into our memories, into how we react to this world, and how it can lead to judgments of what is better fast food, how do we balance it, and I talk about, the privilege that comes with fast food, the importance of fast food in daily lives, and everything about that. So as Germ succinctly said, fast food is multifactorial, both on its impact for on us and its many ways it sort of embeds itself into our human experience. So, with that, I think, we had a really good chat. I want to say thank you to Jago, who's always here, my co-host, AB, my forever mate, who hope, and Germ, my other classmate, a stellar person, who I hope they had fun. Want to say thank you to our chat, Fabs, who was here the whole time, who was here, Inner Deviant, for Valdez, who came by. Thank you for contributing to the discussion. I hope you all had fun. And I think that's it. Bill out na tayo. Kita
Yeah.
kits
night,
next week.
guys.
Right.
Night, guys. Bye-bye. Keep
Good
safe.
night.